where were we? We've got a game coming up against Plymouth Argyle, away from home. This should be pretty tough, but let's find out. So, here we are. Now, first of all, let's change some players. We'll put Alan back in goal. We'll put Dave back in defence. We'll put Craig on the bench. I don't think Craig's played, so we'll have to get a game under his belt. Adam, unfit. Shocks, injured. Murphy-Durf, not really fit. Lukey Wookie, again, not fit. 99%, obviously you can play them. Oop, don't want to do that. So, I want to put Christie on the bench. I think that's pretty good. Let's put Ash on the bench. You can cover in the centre or on the right. We've really got that much cover for the right. Quite frankly, obviously Sean's the winger there. We could put Ash back in midfield. Ash, the other Ash can do it. Oh, then again, we've got COD 2 fan and 1-up game over. So, yeah, we are more than covered. Again, I'll give it maybe a couple of games and I'll start to reintroduce some more B-team players. I don't want anyone not to play, but at the same time, obviously, it's hard to play everyone. And we'll just get nowhere if we just change the team every week. It'll be rubbish. So, right. Is that everyone? I think that's fine. I'm going to keep Matthias there because even though it was Berry that we played in the last game and we won, you know, he was man of the match on his only game so far this season, so it's very difficult to leave him out. Be a bit harsh. So I think we're going to go with that. Alan's back in goal. Yeah, let's go with that. Not sure if I've made any glaring errors, but let's just deal with it. We'll be all right. 1-0, told you so. Don't disallow it. It's got a habit of disallowing our goals. There we go, nice. Yeah, so I mean, I think, as Pete has a good chance there, I think Plymouth, Bradford, and who else would... Oh, my goodness, was that Dave? Fresh from getting sent off last week, he scores an own goal this week. Goodness me. But yeah, Bradford, Plymouth, Oxford, I think those teams are possibly the best in the division, off the top of my head. So this will be a hard game. Away from home, I'd accept a point, in other words, a draw. Obviously, we want to win, but I think a draw will be a decent result. But that is a disaster to score on goals. Dave, sort it out. Right, let's... Oh, Ash has scored. Was that Pete who's got the rebound there? That flashed pretty fast before my eyes. Well, I tell you what, Ash and Pete are whacking the goals in. There's Dirty Owen again. Getting another yellow card. Tell you what, how many yellow cards does he have? Oh, that's a bit harsh, wasn't it? That's his first one. I thought he had more. I've got one. Calling him dirty, he's got one yellow card. Standards are high, what can I say? Right. Oh, you... Right, that's annoying. So 2-2. I mean, the fact is, it's a tough game. Let's put Craig on. It's a tough game, a point would do, but when they score quite late like that, that's annoying. Oh, we hit the post as well. Oh, look at the possession bar at the bottom in blue as well. We're dominating this. Come on, Sean. Oh, Craig. Pinpoint delivery. Oh, he's done it. Sean to Pete for his second. I don't mind when we score late goals. Obviously, that's fine. And could we hold on? Let's make a double substitution. Let's bring Ash on. Who should bring him on for? Let's bring Ash on for Owen. I'm thinking because of the yellow card. Because of Dirty Owen with his one yellow card in 5 games. Which is obviously a great record, but... Yeah, that's crazy. Let's bring Dave on as well for me. Yeah, that'll do. Maybe I should have brought Christie on there. But it doesn't matter. Because Ash has got his second. 4-2, and if we blow this lead with 4 minutes left, it'd be terrible. Come on. 4-2 victory. 10 out of 10. Brilliant. I tell you what, we are scoring a lot of goals. Pleased with this. I mean, look at that. They only had 3 shots on target. Alan, come on. Get your skates on. So 4-2, a really good result. Honestly, before the match, I'd have took a point. I'd have been quite happy to have a point from that game, but to come away with all 3, absolutely can't argue. It's just a shame that we lost... who did we lose to? It was that first match we lost, I can't remember. It was our first home game of the season. And we took a hiding, didn't we? Was it Torquay? It was Torquay, wasn't it? How did we lose that? It's nonsense. Anyway, I'll wait for the percentage to get to 100 so I can move on. I wish this was a lot quicker. So slow. Barcelona lost to... That is a shock. Valladolid. It's crazy. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Adfoot's work permit has been renewed. Good. Because if it doesn't get renewed, then they can't play. So that'd be a disaster. It really would be a disaster. Okay, so Carl is suspended. There's Neymar in the background. I tell you what, he's a good player. A very good player. But he's overrated. And all this talk about the delusional Pele. You know, being saying that Neymar's better than Messi. What planet is Pele living on? A great footballer, a fantastic footballer, but completely arrogant. And for me, the best player in the world, it's just my opinion, Maradona. Pele was great, but Maradona played in Europe. He won everything at Napoli. He played for Barcelona. And Pele never played in Europe. And if you don't play in Europe, you just simply can't call yourself the greatest ever. You have to play in the top teams, top leagues in the world. These days, obviously England, but in the past, as well as today, like Italy and Spain, you just cannot play in Brazil and say you're the best in the world. It just doesn't work like that. Anyway, off on a tangent there. So, who's fit? And first of all, actually, let's go in here. Let's look at our last match. Who didn't play very well? Sean didn't. Alan, that wasn't great. Ash and Craig. I think let's put Den in on this one. Just to mix it up a bit, we'll put Chris there. I'm going to put, on the left wing, I'm going to put Ben. Then I'm going to have Lukey Wookie, because he scored the other day. 93%, that's fine. Woodland suspended, so I don't have to worry about that. Matthias came in and got 7 out of 10. He got 9 in his other game, so again, that's good. An average of 8, of course. I don't even know why I looked. If it's 7 and 9, it's obviously going to be an 8. Yeah, pleased with this. Maybe for the next match, we'll look at the B team, but home game, AFC Wimbledon, I think we're going to win. Good form. And we're 1-0 up. Brilliant. Who was it? Pete again. Unbelievable. I tell you what, Pete, I bet you're glad you chose to be a striker now, because you've just got another one there as well. Brilliant. I tell you what, it's going to be a battle. Who's going to score the most goals? Is it going to be Pete or is it going to be Ash? Now, if you look at it statistically, you'd have thought Ash would get, I don't know, a good 10 more, but it's not working out like that. Pete's, really whacking the goals in. But defensively, I do think we're a little bit weak, slightly, and again, every time I bloody say something, I'm going to start saying I should win the lottery and I might win the lottery. Unbelievable. 3-1. Thank you very much. So yeah, don't get complacent. Or speaking of Ashley, by the way, he just scored. Yeah, just because we're on a bit of a decent run at the moment, don't think that we're going to, win everything, because it doesn't work like that. There will be games in the season where we are completely rubbish and we'll get absolutely butchered by teams. 4-1. But, when you're doing well and when confidence is really high, then, that's when you get results. But all it takes is for someone to get sent off and to get a bad result, and all of a sudden you wait and see, the results will start to go against us. So it's important that we keep winning, basically, which is obviously easier said than done. So this is going well. Ash and Pete have got a brace. I'm going to bring Chris on for Ben, and then I'll leave it just a few minutes, and then I'll bring Den on at right back. We need players to play, basically, because if they go ages without playing, then when they do go to play, they'll be completely unfit, and it won't really work. So it's in our interests. I'll bring Luke on for me. It's in our interest to play as many players as possible without disrupting the team. So 15 minutes left. Luke nearly had another chance there. Imagine if he'd have scored there. 2 appearances, 2 goals. That would be pretty special. 8 minutes left. Are we going to get another, or is it going to finish 4-1? And I tell you what, after this result, we may well be first or second in the league, possibly top. Ash, man of the match. Brilliant. He's going to be a contender for winning most man of the matches at the end of the season. Okay, oh, we're 5th. Yeah, I guess there's only 4 games gone, and there's quite a few other teams there have got a very good record. Well, same as us. Exeter, Port Vale, Southend, Bristol Rovers and Cheltenham. Rochdale having a hard time at the bottom. 16 goals, wow, in 4 games. Let's have a look. Jesus. 5-1, 3-0, 4-3. Well, 4-0 before that, 1-1. 6-1 Port Vale. Bit of a hiding, isn't it? Wait and see, they'll beat us. That'll mean nothing. They'll give us a good hiding. There's a Champions League draw. So, Carl is back from his suspension. I don't think it's necessarily a case of just waltzing back into the team, though, because we're doing all right. You know, I'm not really that bothered if we're conceding goals, because we've shown that, you know, when it comes to our attacking prowess, whether it's through our strikers or our midfielders, even our defensive midfielders, you know, have got an eye for goal in terms of scoring or creativity. So, I think, I mean, we've got a well-rounded team. Now, make no bones about it, I think we've got one of the best teams just because of our stats in the division. But if we were playing in a higher division, it'll be a lot more of a test, put it that way. And if we were in the Premier League with this current team, with the current ability, we'd get relegated. I mean, that's without question. So, here we go, Bristol Rovers. And what a shame Dave misses out on this game. That is a proper smack in the chops, isn't it? Sorry about that, but well, I guess you're more sorry than I am. But let's put Stu there, and then let's bring Carl back. Matthias has played really, really well, but it is a squad game, as I keep saying. Oh, Den come on, he did really well, 8 out of 10. Well, let's keep Den in. You know, you can't come on and have an 8 out of 10 rating and then you know, drop them. That's not fair. So, we'll rest Luke. I completely forgot about the B team. I will do it, if you remind me, in the next game. Let's put Dave on the bench. And let's check the physical condition. Yeah, everyone's alright, apart from Adam at the bottom there. Okay, so not really made any changes, but... Oh, here we go. Our away kit of grey and light green. Brilliant. Oh, Darren. Darren, my word. Red card. Let everyone down. You're going to be fined, and the drinks are on you, but it doesn't matter because we're 1-0 up. Who got that? Pete again. Unbelievable. I think Peter's got 1 more goal at the moment than Ash. Let's have a check. So Ash has currently got 8, and Pete has got, yeah, 9. 9 in 7. Can't argue with that. I mean, throughout the course of the season, you will see strikers, I guess just like real life, you know, they have periods in time where they're not scoring. And when that happens, because it will happen, you know, for Pete and Ash, then we're going to have to maybe mix it up a bit and put the pair of them on the bench, possibly. Or, you know, I'll take a look at the situation because they're not going to score in every single game. But I guess their confidence must be pretty high. Yeah, you know, I mean, well, at least form as well. Superb form, very good form, and... You know, if you're going to get that, then they're going to keep on scoring. Oh, Sean, good chance. Now, Sean should be scoring. Sorry to break up the flow of the game every 5 seconds, but... I mean, you do have 3 assists, Sean, but... I mean, stats like that, you should be scoring. But as long as other people are, I guess it just doesn't really matter. Okay, let's make a sub. Let's bring... Oh, do you know what? I was going to... Yeah, I'm maybe being a bit silly here. I should be going with 3 centre-backs. But I'm going to bring Den on at right back. Down the left, we're completely empty in regards to covering. But we might be alright. Half an hour left. I would be disappointed if they scored, which they have. Brilliant. But what I was going to go on and say... was I would have took a game. I would have took a point before this game. So with that in mind, 1-1 isn't too bad. You know, we're certainly not going to win every game. Owen is not playing well. The name Dirty Owen is just stuck now. It's just really bad. I'm going to have to stop saying it. There's Dirty Den. Dirty Den! EastEnders gag. That's a good one. Wonder how many people got that. Probably no one unless you're over 30. And then filthy Darren. Oh no. Oh no. That is a good job that I didn't make all 3 substitutions, because we would have had a player in goal. Oh goodness me, right, we've definitely lost this game. We've lost it late on, and that is an absolute kick in the teeth. Oh dear me. Right, well, I don't know. I'll come off. I'll trudge off, angry with the manager, which is me. So Karen's in goal. Facing the penalty. She's got to save it. Come on, Karen. Ah. 2-1. I mean, we were pretty much, relatively speaking, in cruise control. That is really annoying. Can we get a goal in these last 5 minutes? Oh, goodness me. Oh, it's finished. 2 players sent off. This is the worst disciplinary record I've been playing this game since it came out. I have never had so many sendings off in such a short amount of time. Honestly, this is not the norm. We are just a dirty team. Oh, that is a real kick in the teeth. Wow. Now, they were above us in the league, weren't they? I think they were second. They'd played 4, won 3, just like we'd done, but obviously now they've played 5 and won 4. That's frustrating, but we played all right, and we can take comfort over the fact that, you know, it was only 2-1, and not just that, but I reckon if we didn't get them 2 lunatics sent off, then we would have been all right. Oh, okay, fair enough. Who have we got next? Let's have one more game. I think it's one more game, and then we'll save it. Don't want to drag it on. Just keep it relatively short and sweet. Yeah, home against Dagenham and Redbridge. So we'll play that one. Oh, yeah. Well reminded, thank you. B team. So who should we add? I'm trying to think. I know I'm repeating myself, but I don't want to get into a situation where I'm just playing people for the sake of it. Says Alan's been sent off, or been suspended. Same with Darren. Initially, it's their first sending off, so it's just going to be a suspension of 1 game. But obviously, as the season goes on and they accumulate more disciplinary points, then the bans get longer. You know, if they get yellow cards and red cards and all the rest of it. Oh, speaking of, so there's Sean suspended for 3. Why is he suspended for 3? I don't understand that. I thought 1 sending off... Wow. Or maybe it's to do with the timing then. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's whatever month you sent off in. Seems a little bit harsh. Okay, fair enough. So, let me see. Alan is suspended from... He's going to miss the Oxford game, so he's alright for them too. So what I'm going to do... Oh, do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go on the bloody B team again, didn't I? Alright, well, I've got to do it either next week or the week after anyway, because Alan's going to be suspended. And we'll need... Neil on the bench, definitely, no doubt about it. Have to have him on the bench, so I'll be forced to be reminded to go into the B team. Okay, so, oh, actually, I can probably still do it, can't I? Let's have a quick look. Can I do it? I can. Great. Right, so let's scoring goals were all right, so I think we're all right with that for now. Let's put Pedro in the team. Let's give him a bit of a run out. And let's do it now, just so I don't forget. Let's put Neil in. And when that suspension comes round in a week or so, we'll go back to the B team. We may have to put some of these guys into the B team and mix it up a bit. Because when you've got too many, when you've got a screen full like this, it's very easy to forget, as silly as it sounds, who's available, even though it's in front of your eyes. It's like too much to absorb. So, what are we doing here? Darren... I mean, sent off after 5 minutes. Come on. That is dreadful. So Dave's back. So let's play Dave again. Let's put Martin at left back. Den did all right when he came on. Karen, well, least said about that, the better. Christy, not so great. So let's put Trevor. I tell you what about me. I don't seem to be playing too well. Well, 7, not too bad. Owen, whoa. I mean, got a few assists, though, to be fair. 4 assists. And... Oh, it is 2 yellow cards. I thought it was just 1. Or did he get them 2 yellow cards since I started calling him Dirty Owen? I can't remember. Right, so that's that. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm going to put Lukey Wookie on the bench. And also, let's put Chris, even though I took him off, we'll put him back on. Am I happy with that? I think I am. What did Carl get in that game? See, Stu didn't... No, he's off anyway, so... But Owen. I think yeah, alright, I tell you what, let's put Trevor in the place of Owen. Let's check everyone's health, as it were. Oh, actually, sorry. Last minute substitution. Let's put Pedro on there. My thinking behind this is that Sean's playing very well, but I think he should be scoring, really. And so, you know, competition for places. Let's put one-up game over there and see what we can do. So we should win this game. I don't know why. I'm just kind of looking at it and thinking Dagenham and Redbridge. They sound rubbish. We should win on that basis. Of course, it doesn't work like that, but we'll soon find out. Oh, come on. I wonder if I should change the formation as well. I'm just kind of going with a pretty rigid 4-4-2. I mean, it's doing all right. You know, we're not doing that bad. I think we're still, what, 7th or 8th? I didn't check the table after the last game, but we're doing all right. But that is a rubbish first half. And I'm going to make changes. Mark, Martin, me, Ben, Alan, rubbish. Must do better. So, I'm going to bring me off and I'm going to put Pedro on, even though the purpose really, and then switch them to, the purpose was to put Pedro on the right, but doesn't matter. Bit more attacking flair, bit more creativity, clearly counts for nothing because they've scored. I always put my foot in it, it's ridiculous. I will be disappointed if we don't at least draw this game because really, when it comes to squads, we've got a better team, a far better team. And I'm going to probably have to do something drastic with subs in a second. Oh, come on. See what I mean about once you start getting a little bit of bad form, lose a game and then you lose in the next one, and it's not clever. And for every point we drop, you know, state the obvious, the teams above us are getting that little bit further away. Oh, this is nonsense. Right, okay, so I think we were punished last time when I did this. We're going 4-4-2 attacking. I'm going to bring Chris on for Ben. And then I'm going to bring Trevor off because he's more of a defensive midfielder. We need a goal. 3 subs are on, 12 minutes left, and it's paid dividends. What a decision. Pete again. But I tell you what, it's an interesting one now because I'm thinking we've got the equaliser. Should we settle for the equaliser? Or should we go on and win and bring these guys back? Or should we go out on the attack? Do you know what? Let's do a bit of an Ozzy Ardiles or a Kevin Keegan. Throw tactics out of the window. Let's always try and outscore the opposition. Oh, it's working. It's working. Whoa, look at that. 1-up game over. Well done, Pedro. Now, really what I should be doing is bringing these players back. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna. And we've won. And it just goes to show you that a little bit of, you know, tactical nous, taking a bit of a risk. You know, pushed them forwards up, made the substitutions, and it really, really paid off. I mean, Dave didn't play too well. Technically speaking, none of them played well, but Pedro got the goal. And that's great. Look at that, the late show, 78 and 82. I'll have that, thank you very much. So there we are, we're 6th. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. We've scored 14 goals, which I thought was quite a lot, but look at that. Exeter have scored 14, Port Vale have scored 17, so we've conceded quite a lot for a team in the top 12, though. In fact, there's only 2 or 3 teams who have conceded more. Well, 5 or 6, actually. Rochdale, Rotherham, Plymouth, Dagenham and Redbridge, who we've just beaten, of course, and Morecambe. So there we are. If you click on this as well, it tells you like a little graph of where you were at the end of each week. So, pretty consistent. You can kind of ignore these first few games anyway. You know, it's the middle and obviously the end, which is where we want to be. We want to be at the top there. So we're 12 points after 6 games, 6th position, 2 points off the top. I think things are looking good. We have lost 2, but as you can see, going forward, we're very strong. And I think we're always going to score goals. So we'll leave that for now. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. Actually, we'll just go into the player tables. Oh, great. So Sean's out for a week, which is somewhat ironic because I was thinking of resting him anyway. Hence talking about the previous substitution with 1-up game over. So let's go into English competition, Division 3. Here we go, player tables. Let's look at the worst discipline. Oh, I tell you what, I'm surprised we're not populating that. There's quite a few of us there. Unbelievable. God, these are some dirty players as well. Most Man of the Match awards. We've got no one in the top 12 there, but Ash has got a couple. Who's got the most? 4, wow. Pretty decent. Most assists. Lebosu. Owen there in the top 10. That's good. Top average ratings. Ash 2nd. Sean there in the top 10. And top scorers. Pete and Ash. Number 1 and 2. That's good. Way out there, really. Brilliant. So that is nice to see. And this is going really well. So I'll save it for now. And we'll come back and we'll take the video up from wherever we are. Let's have a quick look. Why not? Be rude not to. We'll be up against York City. Away from home. I think we'll win. See you next time.